Honey, I found this recipe online. You want to try it tonight?
Hello guys, my name is Mason, and you are listening.
You're listening
You're listening to the Bad News Podcast.
to the Bad News Podcast.
I kind of want to do like somewhat of an intro, not like a full intro, but I'm just going to keep at it saying I'm T or Trev. Nobody actually calls me that. Most people call me Trevor.
Mason.
Trevor.
Everybody calls me that.
Yeah, everyone calls me. I mean, I call him Mace sometimes, but like I'm not talking about Windu from Star Wars. So I don't even have anything like actually set up other than the notes that you have.
Yeah, I said we just keep talking like you were talking earlier, and then we'll eventually get into something interesting.
Yeah, eventually. I'm eating.
Eventually.
Don't mind me, guys. How's everything? Like, what's been going on? Anything new? Like anything new in your life? I'm talking about. Like,
I'm actually next weekend. I'm gonna go snowboarding. It's gonna be
really?
pretty dope. Yeah.
Where is it?
Me and my cousin.
I can't ask. Don't.
Yeah, it's close. Yeah, no, it's a couple hour drive, but it's not bad. But yeah, we're gonna go Friday night. We're gonna drive down, and we're just gonna stay in an Airbnb, and then hit the mountain Saturday. Probably come back Saturday night. Just make it like a day trip kind of thing.
That's not
Yeah.
bad. That's pretty dope. Shit to do, unlike the place I live in. And then you obviously you're doing like a little Christmas party. I'll be there.
Yeah. Well,
Hopefully.
did you see that the date changed though?
Yeah, I was about to say I saw the date change, so as long as I can call that day out, I should be good.
Okay, I will say it is potluck.
Dude.
So you gotta make something and bring it, or you can make something when you get here.
Okay.
Oh, and you gotta dress up as Christmas movie characters.
Will Ferrell.
You doing Will Ferrell from Ella?
I don't know. We'll see. You know Ike is gonna want a match.
Yeah. I don't think there's no lovey-dovey shit in Elf, is there?
Well, there is, but
oh yeah, there's that one girl, I think.
Yeah, but I don't think Ike is gonna want to be here.
Nah, I'm gonna do the kid from Home Alone. It's simple.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, just gotta throw on a red sweater and then some khaki cargos, I think is what he was wearing.
Damn, bro.
I'll look it up.
If only we were in high school, you would have looked the part too. You got a little shorty.
Swear. Yeah, but that's crazy. I mean, I've told you, but I didn't reach 5 feet till almost sophomore year, bro. Like that shit is
all the way up to the top.
I'm like 5'9.5", but I tell people I'm 5'10". So it's like basically the same thing.
I'm just gonna skip to where you say 5'10". I won't let them know that you're actually 5'9".
Fair enough. They don't gotta know that.
No. Nah, yeah, I remember. I mean, they even saw on the podcast. Like, I think we might have mentioned it in the because we did that podcast where we were talking about our fight and everything. Our fight.
Oh yeah.
Shit. So they might know. I don't know if we really brought it up, but yeah, man was in terms of the height was a late bloomer, but that's all. Really, I think his fucking voice was that damn low. Darth Vader having ass in fucking middle school. I'm like, bruh, like you a grown man. Like you called somebody right now. Like if you called the principal, it was like, hey, Mason's sick. He won't be attending school today. I'm like, that'll work. There ain't no way it doesn't.
I can't tell you how many times, because I used to go over to my grandparents a lot after school. And I would answer their home phone because I was young. I was able to get up quicker than they were. So, I'd answer the phone. I'd be like, hey, hello, what do you want? And my aunts and my mom even sometimes would think that it was my grandpa talking and not me on the phone. Just because even on the phone or like through a microphone or on video, I mean, you guys know, right? Your voice doesn't sound
it sounds
how it sounds
weird.
whenever, yeah.
I hate my voice on video or on sound. Even as ironic as it is, because we're filming a podcast right now, but it's
Fuck it,
whatever.
bro. I enjoy talking.
I don't listen to my own podcast, just when I
Yeah.
edit
Oh,
it.
sick. How's that Chipotle? Or no, you got Panda, my bad.
Panda, yeah, it's pretty good. It's not bad. I haven't been eating it that much, but like I'm just
Got a
picking
cup
at
of
it.
Joe.
Yes, sir. I just had one actually because why not? And I don't have to get up early as fuck, so.
Oh, yeah, me neither. That's the one thing I like about having that set schedule, man. I have
Yeah.
my weekends off. I know what I'm doing Monday through Friday. Wake up every day, same time, unless I something. Um, but yeah, no, I will say that's one thing I do enjoy about living the adult life per se is, you know, you do have that set schedule. So it's like if I do need a plan months in advance, I can be like, hey, let me do something this weekend. I'll just take that, go off early, get off work early Friday, or come back late Monday type shit. So it's nice because you know when you're gonna work, when you're not gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not with like my previous jobs where it was like, well, you'll have your schedule 2 weeks in advance, sometimes only a week in advance, and it's like, well, dang, I can't plan anything unless I request off. Which some places were really good with it, but then other places um, would forget to give me my birthday off.
I'm weak as hell, bro. Nah,
It's all love, though.
I already
It's all
called
love.
that shit out like 2 months ago. I called my birthday off, and I called Ike's off.
My birthday was on the weekend this year, so I don't have to worry about it.
That's
Actually, I
dope
did go in
though.
on my birthday though.
That's nice though that you can like. It must be nice. That's what I got to say.
It
Cause
is.
I mean, it's especially like you said, especially in this adult life, bro. Like, there's so
It's
much
just
shit to
crazy.
remember.
Like,
So having at least one like major part of your time grouped together, and you know always exactly what time you're gonna be there, get off. It might few minutes like every other day you're in there. You might have to stay late one
yeah,
day, do all that stuff, but for the most part, 90%
it's
of it, you
pretty.
know exactly what
Yeah,
time you need to be there, what time you're gonna leave. So it's a lot easier, like you said, in terms of planning. Because for me, it's like, bruh, just don't
yeah.
plan something with me this week, and I'll let you know what days I have off. And who's to say that the days I have off, I don't have to do something? So there's always some shit to do, honestly, but I'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
No,
Especially,
that's like I wish growing up, like they claim that they helped us get ready for the real world by teaching us math, science, and English over and over again for 14 years. No, how many years? Yeah,
what?
14 for high school. If you go to, because what, you
Primary
go when
school or
you're,
preschool or whatever.
yeah, and then if you go to college, that's another four.
Mm.
So approximately like 12 to 20 years, you're getting taught the same subjects over and over again, but nowhere in those subjects until you get to college, which actually I will say, because my brother's in high school and they are teaching a financial literacy class now. So I do appreciate that. But
That's
like
pretty
that shit
nice.
wasn't an option. Yeah, that shit wasn't an option for me. I didn't know what a credit score was. I didn't know what the fuck interest was, how much it hurts you for the future type shit. And it's like I just applied for my first credit card recently.
The
And it's
only
like,
financial related class I've had in high school was an elective.
yeah, one that you're not even required to take.
That's bullshit, bro. That makes zero sense. That's
Like I understand
how it
wanting to
works.
know, you know, the history of the of our country, the science, you know, but not everybody wants to be a scientist. We don't need to know science for 14 years straight and listen to the same things getting repeated over and over again. Oh, the mitochondria is a powerhouse of the cell. Okay, bro, I heard that 3 times last year and 17 times the year before that.
If I wanted to
You know,
know
it's
what
like,
that is, like in future in life, like what am I made out of? I can Google that now, bro. I
Yeah,
know it wasn't always that back in the day, but like, especially now, like this is the time to actually start implementing that shit because people can look up all of, like the nonchalant information we don't actually need to function and do good in the world. But
yeah. Like, when the fuck am I ever gonna need to dissect something? Like, why do we do that shit in high school? Like, I understand if you want to become a biologist or whatever, whoever the fuck dissects animals and studies their insides, but me, I did not want to do that shit. And it's not that I have anything against it or what, but it's like that's a waste of my time because I don't want to learn that shit.
mm-hmm.
I want to learn how to get rich, bro. That's what I want to learn. I want to learn how to
I don't
be
even
good
give a
with
fuck about
money.
getting rich. I just want to
Yeah. Well,
learn
you
how
know what I
to
mean.
handle my money. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Teach me how to save. Teach me how to invest. Teach me what I should and shouldn't buy. Because it's like they don't teach you. They say, go get a job. Okay, well, now I have a job. I'm making all this money. I don't have any bills to pay, so I'm just going to spend it all. Oh, but now it's time to move out. I don't have any money saved up because I don't have any bills to
Oh,
pay.
you have to put down a down payment? What the fuck?
What
Nobody
the
told me
fuck?
that. Like, what the hell is
So
that
now,
shit?
so now you put your whole paycheck that's supposed to last you that 2 weeks into a down payment or into getting your tires fixed or into, God forsake something happens and you get into an accident of some sort. That's a medical bill.
And
So it's
people
like
people
that you can't plan that shit out.
people say do your research or whatever. And yes, you can argue that to a certain extent, but is it not the easiest choice to pick when you ask yourself the question like, hey, what are these kids actually going to need? What's going to be useful to feed these kids for when they get out of high school? And let's say they don't go to college and they go straight into it. Like, where, what is, what are they going to remember and be left off with? Because the fuck, I don't know when the last time I used the Pythagorean theorem was. I
Right,
don't
I'll tell you
know.
what. Yeah, I was gonna
Bro,
say
like, what the
I
fuck
haven't
is
used that
that?
shit.
Like, I ain't never. Pi square, what the fuck is that shit, bro? Like, that's useless now. Like, but that shit was drilled into my mind for a test that I probably failed. Like,
Yeah, and it's like I understand. Basic math, you will always need that because if you're
yeah.
dealing with money, doing math. But I don't need to learn algebra from the grades of sixth grade all the way up till 12th grade and
Mm-hmm.
then make it algebra one, algebra two, algebra honors, AP algebra, college level algebra. It's like it's one subject, dude. Give it to me straight. Teach me the basics when I'm in primary or
Yes.
middle or whatever, whenever the fuck you want to decide to teach me that shit. Teach me the advanced shit and the later, and then that's it, right? Or you teach basics in elementary school, addition, multiplication, subtraction. Then you get a little more advanced in high school. And then, it just,
It just.
but you don't need to teach the same shit over and over. Because I can't tell you how many times I went over y equals mx plus b. Like it was an entire lesson in of that itself. Y equals mx plus b.
Mm-hmm.
Ninth grade,
We
10th grade,
probably
11th
spent
grade.
like a good chunk
Even
of
when I got to
that.
college, bro, in my financial business class,
You still
remember,
using it?
guys, y equals mx plus b, and we did a whole lesson on what m stands for, what x is, what b is, how to find it, how to cancel out for the other side. It's like that's shit that you learned in elementary school. I should not be needing to be retaught that
Yeah.
at such a basic level.
I forgot who said it. I wish I remember, but I remember they said something along the lines. I'm not gonna say it exactly because I don't even remember his name. I can't remember exactly what they said, but I remember them saying something along the lines of they teach us all these things like math, science, history, all the stuff that we've been mentioning, but I feel like there needs to be a class on learning itself. How is someone supposed to do research? How is someone supposed to read a textbook and take notes from said textbook? Like, how? Because sometimes even I have troubles. I'm like, I just highlighted a whole page of stuff that I think is probably useful. Like, it's a whole fucking page, bro. Like, how many
Not
pages
dead
am I
ass
going to do this
though.
shit for? So, how do I learn and where do I get the knowledge to learn or retain the information that is actually important and actually needed? Because half the time when I'm doing research, I feel like I'm like wasting time even reading half
Just
of it.
staring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So I end up just going to YouTube and just researching a quick little video on it or something, like whatever it may be. But like I feel like even that simple of a concept of a class like could help out so much, because some kids these days, including myself, could get better or could actually learn it. Because I'm not gonna say I don't know how to do any research at all, but I want to further extend that. Like, how do I get the most? Let's say I wanted to get the most, uh, like information as possible, but in the least amount of time as possible. How am I even supposed to do that, bro? I feel like if I do study, I'm spending at least a few days like actually honing in, doing all my research, and then trying to implement that into whatever it was. Like when making beats and like on Ableton, first like few weeks all I did was YouTube shit because I didn't know how to do it. But over time, like then you start implementing that in your own stuff. But at the same time, like how do I do that but cut all of the time basically in half? Because I feel like we said, we're just looking at a fucking screen when we could just be trying to figure out a good way of going about it. Or if they taught us a good way of going about it, then we can actually kind of problems. It's almost like a way of problem solving, just not with numbers. It's just like, hey, I'm going to read this text and then kind of gain what's the most important part or what I need to know from this specific thing. So I don't know. I just feel like a good concept of a class in general, like, would just be learning in general, like, or being able to teach yourself, or just something along the lines of that. Because some of these kids don't want to also work for these companies. They want to start their own damn company. So they're going to be doing their own research. They don't want a company feeding them whatever they want. They want to do their own shit. So, like,
Yeah.
they want to be able to actually
No.
retain that information and do it efficiently, rather than being like me and taking fucking a week to actually, or however long it may take. I don't know. It's just
No,
a
I
thought that
fuck
I
with that
have.
heavy because I feel like that also. I mean, it may not correlate at all, and I may just be fucking stupid, but I feel like it goes along the lines of I read this somewhere. I also forget. Um, I
Sorry, my
tend to
bad.
see things a lot, but I never like save it or screenshot it or
Right.
send it to myself or anything, and I never look at the author. That's on me. I apologize. But I remember seeing. Fuck, I lost my train of thought now. Um,
My point was,
oh yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. Okay. So I remember reading about you know, like what's the point of homework? You know, if we're going to school for 8 hours a day and we're required to go there without pay, why are we expected to do another 8 hours worth of homework? Because if you even say the teachers say for every 45 minutes of something, it's like 3 hours of homework or some shit like that.
Four
Well,
classes,
if you
bro.
have 4 classes, man, that's 12 hours right there. How the fuck you expect me to do 8 hours of work on top of 12 hours of homework? That's 20 hours. That's 4 hours of sleep. That's not even counting eating, working out, extracurricular activities. So it's like, if we are doing everything we are supposed to as teachers to teach our students, homework should not be necessary. And I understand that, if you want them to get better, but that should be something that they do on themselves. They know that if they don't pass at the end of the year, they're not going to pass the next grade, so they'll be stuck. There goes their friends. There goes everybody they ever took classes with. You know what I mean? So it's like that's motivation for them to say, hey, you know what? Let me do 30 minutes of some extra math.
Or let me go in after and talk to the teacher and get some
Yeah, you
understanding
know,
about what I have.
but but you have at most high schools you have four
High school,
classes.
yeah.
High schools, four classes and some elective, right? So if all four classes give you homework, and let's say it's typical homework give it to you Monday, it's all due Tuesday. Right? That's 4 classes you have to do homework for. Let's say it's just one assignment each. Let's say 20 minutes per assignment. That right there is an hour. Well, if you're in extracurriculars, you got your school extracurriculars immediately after school. So for me personally, I played soccer. So I went from school from 7:15 to 2:15. Soccer started at 2:45. That went till 4:45. And then after that, I had my club soccer. That started at 6. And that went till 7:30. I get home, it's 8:15. I haven't eaten, showered, done my homework. And you expect me to do an hour
Be to
worth,
school at 17.
at least an hour's worth of homework for all 4 classes, not including electives, just your 4 core classes. Eat, shower, and then get to bed by a decent hour to get a full 8 hours of sleep to be up by 6 o'clock to get ready for school the next morning. And you expect me to do that 4 days a week. And then you want to yell at me as to why I'm falling asleep in class.
That's 5 days, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
5. Well, yeah, but you don't have to go to bed. You don't have to get to bed as early. Well, I guess still 5 Sunday, because you'd still have to get to bed as a decent time. But you get what I'm saying, right?
No, for sure. Like, I understand that, because I'm like, bro, like, even if they wanted us, let's say they wanted us to do the whole 3-hour thing, like, okay, so 4 classes, 12. That's 12 hours after school that I'm going to be studying every subject. 12 plus the however many hours it took for the class. In high school, it would be 7 hours probably for a full day. But minus electives, it's probably like, what was it, 90 minutes per class? So yeah, it was
about
something like that. So that's, I mean, bro, like, how many hours there's only 24 fucking hours in a day. Like, what are you talking about? You want me to
at least you want me to add some fucking hours to the day or some shit?
Like, I'm sorry, not all my classes are electives, and you guys expect me to fucking, like, I have a life other than school. And yeah, it's setting me up for the future, and I'm gonna grind. But at the same time, bro, I'm gonna enjoy my life while I have it.
Yeah, you're only a kid once. Like, I was just talking with some of my coworkers, like, you're only young once, dude. And like, if you screw up when you're young, you're basically screwed the rest of your life. Now, yes, you can change, get your shit together, fix it, and do what you got to do to get back on your feet. But chances are, once you're stuck, you're not going to be able to make it to where you wanted to be.
Mm-hmm.
You can make it to where, you know, you're living paycheck to paycheck. You have the things that you need. You go out here and there, but you're not living the life that you wanted.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people choosing their plan B.
Yeah.
It's sad because, I mean, bro, like, we grow up as kids, like, with the highest expectation. But once we get the taste of the real world and how it works, we lower our expectation. It's almost like, I think you can relate to me. I can definitely fucking say that I used to do this all the fucking time. Because obviously I'm growing up in not the most wealthy household. Obviously my mom did what she could, and I was living great, especially for a single mom. But I would go, if I'm hungry, we didn't have much food, go looking in the cupboard, go look in the fridge. Alright, there's nothing I really want. So I'll go upstairs, 30 minutes will pass. Ah, damn, I'm fucking starving now, bro. Like, I need something right now. Go downstairs, lower my expectations, since I already know what's in the cupboard. So I'm like, alright, I guess I'll have those plain ass Ritz crackers that have been sitting in there, fucking open, stale ass motherfuckers, for like 2 months. So once we get that taste of reality, like, hey, I know what the fuck is in the goddamn cupboard. So it's like, it's that reality check. Like, okay, I'm just gonna have to accept the reality, accept what's in my cupboard right now. Same thing with life, I feel like we get that taste of nobody gives a shit, and just everyone's pretty much, you got yourself at the end of the day. Like, you just tend
Yeah, no,
to.
and it's crazy because I was talking to my mom the other day, and homie can vouch for me. Like I was very outgoing. I wouldn't call myself like the life of the party, but like with people I was familiar with, I was definitely the more outgoing one. And I'd be like, "Hey guys, let's go do this. Hey, let's go do that. Let's." And as I got older, I'm not saying that any of my friends were bad friends or anything like that, but it's you mature and your mentality matures. And you realize that yeah, they may be your friends, but they're not everything that you think a friend would be. Like if I needed someone to call at 2 a.m. type shit, like 9 times out of 10, a lot of them aren't gonna pick up.
and
Now,
and not.
homie, and it's not gonna be
You
like,
got it.
and I'm not saying it's because they don't want to, or because or that they're a bad person, or that they don't care about me. It's because it's not that connection that because everybody has that one friend or those two close friends or those three, like the ones that like, hey yo, they're solid, but like never had any beef, no quarrels, no nothing. And so like you can look at people and be like, yeah, those two are tight, or they're close but they're not that close type shit. And I don't have bad blood with anybody, but I know for a fact that outside of family, I have very few people that I can like truly count on. And one of them sitting on
Shit,
my
you
left. I
on the
don't know.
opposite side, but it's
Yeah.
I get what you're
But anyway,
saying.
yeah.
Nah,
And and the other ones know who they are.
no, yeah, for
Um,
sure. They
but
understand.
it's like if I was ever put into a position where I had to call someone, it wouldn't be the people that I grew up to high school with, where we did have a good friendship. It'd be the people that I'm still, connected with now type shit, the ones that I know that have really been there at my back type shit, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
And I don't know, it's just there's differences.
And it's to add to your point. A lot of people tend to like, including myself, because I'm an overthinker like crazy. So I'll have that like 2 a.m. call that I need to make or whatever. But at the same time, like you said, it's not that I have bad blood, and even I don't know, like me and the person might be insanely good friends, but you have to understand this also comes with like time and like you said, like just growing mentally. Um, you start understanding that like people got lives, bro. Like I'm not gonna call you or I don't know, just someone I know who's gonna fucking probably 99.9% chance be asleep by then because like bro, it's I know you have a job in the morning, so it's not like there's no bad blood with it. It's like, bro, you got a life other than me. Trevor's not your
Yeah,
main fucking priority. So I understand that you are looking out for yourself by getting to sleep at a decent time and stuff like that. So it doesn't have to be bad blood. And if I really need to talk to you, like I can call you in the morning type shit and you'll
yeah,
gladly answer type shit. So and it's the same thing for you and me. I mean, obviously if I was up, I would answer. Same thing. I know you probably would too. But it's like it doesn't necessarily have to be that bad blood. I just because sometimes I'm an overthinker. I'm like, damn, bro, like does he even fuck with me like that, or does she even fuck with me like that? It's like, but it's really not even like that. Like, 90% of the time, it's
yeah,
just people they have their own life, just like you have your own life, and
yeah,
that's what you learn when growing. Like, everyone's got their own problems. That's why I try my hardest not to like just tell everyone
project.
and like complain about everything that's going wrong with my life and do all that shit because
Yeah,
like everyone has shit going on and even some of the quietest people could have the most shit going on and they just won't say anything because like everyone has their own thing and everyone reacts and expects and they just do everything differently. So like I could have had a crazy experience that could have been another person's experience, but they've done it or it's happened to them so many times that it's not even crazy to them at this point.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't I just hate like doing that because it almost adds comparison. And because everyone reacts, I don't want to take away from someone else's experience, because if someone has had a perfect life and one small thing happens wrong, that might be their world ending because they've never known anything else other than perfect.
Perfection.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's so perspective based. I feel like it just depends on every person, but. That was a tangent part, anyways. But
no, I definitely agree with that because it took me a while to realize that too. Because nobody prepares you for real world shit.
Yeah.
Like, because watching these movies and these TV shows, a lot of times you'll see these high school age students, and they're friends forever. In reality, bro, that's not how it is. Everybody grows apart. Everybody moves. Everybody gets a job, moves on, gets married, has kids, and it hard to process all that when that shit hasn't happened to you.
Yeah.
Like, you're still living in your high school years. You still feel like you're in high school, while everybody else, they found the love of their life. They're buying their house.
Of course, you would say that one first. I'm sorry, bro. I just thought it was funny.
No, but everybody's taking that next step that we always dreamed about taking. But now that shit's a reality. Everybody's taking that step, and it's like, damn, the shit I used to do back then, I can't do that shit now.
Yeah.
I've grown up. I gotta mature. I gotta pay bills. I can't be buying stupid shit at Walmart that I see last minute when I'm checking out at the fucking self-checkout. Ooh, a Snickers, let me grab it. No, bro, you can't. We got food at the house.
I'm already spending 2 months and I already
Yeah, exactly.
I can't even afford to be here right now.
Yeah, but it takes time to process that change from
I feel like it's all
teenage years to adulthood, because you do see everybody living their lives, and it sucks. Like, you're happy for them, but it sucks because, like I said, you're still living inside your teenage body. You're like, oh, I don't want this shit to change, but time don't stop, baby. That shit keep on going. Yes, sir.
God.
So,
no, also to add to your point from earlier, you said, what did you say earlier? You said you like weren't. It's not that you're not the same, but like, bro, back in the day, I feel like I was that super energetic. I'm bringing life to the fucking party. I'm the fucking class clown type shit. Like, I'm fucking making everybody laugh in the bitch. Like, we're having a good ass time. Bro, I had a clip. I think you sent it to me, actually. Like, of me when we all got those boxing gloves and shit.
Yeah, and for my birthday.
I'm sitting here tackling my boy. We'll call him Jonathan. I don't know if he wants to be on the podcast. I'll give him a shout out later on. I'll just say, hey, yo, Steve. Anyways, but nah, bro. I'm like tackling this man, and I'm like.
And now it's like, whenever you see him, it's like, does he even want to dap me up, bro? It's like,
well, it's not even that. Like, I feel like because he came into Vans a couple times. Like, I dap him up every single time. I love Steven, and Steven, he still watches this shit sometimes. So it's like,
yeah, no, I'm saying like that same connection isn't there. It's more,
like, I'm not.
I wouldn't say awkward. Yeah, but it's a little more. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. You're more.
We're men now, bro.
We're
not like fucking.
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess that's the best way to put it. You're grown up.
Some of you bitch boys can be like, you ain't men yet. Whatever. Fuck y'all, bro. I'm above age of drinking.
I'm paying my own bills, bro.
I can join the military. I'm paying my own bills. Fuck you. So it's like, it's just, we're grown now. Like, shit's not the same. And it honestly sucks at some points. But I can't say that I would want to go back either. Because I feel like at both points in my life, I've had lows and I've had highs that were really good and really bad. But I feel like now I'm more so, I mean, I pretty much have, but like I'm learning more about myself, and I'm learning to be cool with myself more than I already am, basically. Like I love, like obviously I'm just learning more how to love myself. Like that's all life's about, I feel like, is doing things that you want to do, treating yourself well. Obviously I'm not the most healthy eater, but damn, I eat what I want. That's a fact, bro.
Yeah.
I be
Ain't
eating
nobody gonna
anything
tell
I
me what
want.
the fuck I'm gonna eat or what I'm gonna drink.
Yes, maybe later on I'll have to watch what I eat, because personally, I'm not saying it's bad for everyone, I just don't want to get to an unhealthy point um in my own body, because people can be like right now I am unhealthy. People can look at me and be like, "Oh, you need to eat more, you need all this shit, whatever." But obviously I feel unhealthy, not necessarily in terms of weight or anything like that, but if I go run a mile right now, I'm fucking winded by like 2 feet, bro. Like there's
Exactly.
different concepts of being unhealthy. So I'm not meaning big as in unhealthy. I want to be healthy in, I guess, as a whole in my terms. Um, so
It sucks that we even have to go into depth about what we mean with our own fucking words.
yeah, it does. I just don't want to get canceled, bruh.
No, it's
Um,
fuck it.
I'm just like, I have no issues with that. Like my
Yeah,
family, a
no,
lot of people in my family are bigger, and that's cool. Like
but I
you
mean
do you,
that
but
I feel like that's not something that we should even have to
yeah, I don't think
elaborate
it
on.
is
You know
either.
what I
I
mean?
won't
Like,
elaborate. Fuck y'all, bruh. I'm saying what I said.
if you don't like it, go fuck
Yeah,
yourself.
oh God, just stop watching.
Respectfully, respectfully.
Respectfully. Alright, you had to add that in there, respectfully. Um,
Um,
nah, but yeah, obviously I want to get to the point. I'm not the most healthiest, but I'm good. We're chilling. We're good where we're at. But anyways, the major point was I'm gonna do me, basically. I'm gonna do what I want. That's, I feel like, the best way of approaching life, doing something that you want to do. And if you don't want to do it, then don't
fuck what
fucking do it.
they say.
Obviously, I don't want to work. You guys are probably going to put it in the comments if anyone actually comments. But it's like,
To an extent.
yeah, it's to an extent. Obviously, everyone's going to have to face something in life that they don't want to do. Bro, if you don't drive right now, like, okay, that's fine. But, like, look at the traffic. If you do drive, you're going to have to fucking wait in traffic. People probably don't like waiting in traffic, all right? That's something simple, but like you're going to have to face something in life that might be a little irritating or might be a little annoying. So at some point you're going to kind of get fed up with there's no perfect life. But in terms of what you want to do with your life and what you want to either be remembered for, or something like spending time with family, if family means a lot to you, like, bro, just do whatever the fuck you want. That's how I feel, and that's what I am trying to do. Obviously nobody's perfect, and life in general isn't perfect. What you got to say, bro?
I just want to speak on the traffic situation. If you are doing 35 in the left lane, please move the fuck over.
Birds to the right,
You.
bitch.
All right.
Respectfully.
All right.
Oh my God. I
I
will
mean,
say I'm a grandma driver, but if I need to speed up and I'm in the left lane, I'll speed up in front of the car that's next to me, get in the right lane so the other person can get past me. Because
I will say I have a heavy foot, but I be noticing like I try to drive slow. I'm just like it's just impossible.
What I
This
do,
shit.
see, I got comfortable with cruise. Get comfortable with
Ooh.
cruise. You set up your cruise control. Cause, bro, after I got my first ticket, I was like, never fucking. I'd rather die.
Well,
bro. Like,
I haven't gotten
better
a
knock
ticket
on
yet.
all the wood possible, bro. Go knock on your dresser real quick, bro.
I have a dresser.
Or your little
Uh,
nightstand.
nah, I knocked on the wall, my desk, the chair.
Everything in vicinity.
Yeah.
It'd be good enough.
So you played Warzone yet?
Nah, I haven't yet. I'm down to play later if you want. Is it all right?
Yeah,
All right.
that's
Since
it's
you
not
did
too
it,
laggy.
since you did it to me the first podcast, or the podcast when the game came out. Warzone 2.0, 1 out of 10.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I can't answer that because I made it like half a game. I left.
And you just got
The
off.
shit, yeah. Like I don't think it was like I will say my computer is not the best. Like I didn't spend
No,
four
but
thousand
you have a
dollars.
good enough computer that should. No, it's
Yes,
not yours. I know it's not yours because they've been having server issues like crazy right now.
but like anytime I would move, I'd see somebody shoot, boom, skip. And
Oh my
like
god.
for people with like the higher end computers, it was happening to them too. But for me, like it was bad. Like I would shoot, that shit would pause for like 2, 3 seconds, like full seconds. Not like the 1, 2, 3, but like one Mississippi, two
Okay.
Mississippi,
Okay, bro.
three,
You
and then
dragging it.
I'm dead. Or I'm in a
Yeah.
fucking hallway in a
Looking in the
fucking
sky or
house
some
halfway
shit.
across the map. Yeah, I'm like, I couldn't play that shit, so I exited out and hopped on Rocket League. Rocket League, if I'm winning, solid 9 out of 10. If I'm losing, like a 3 out of 10.
Alright. Well, we'll give it another try tonight and see if they fixed anything. I doubt it, but we could try.
They're not bad dogs.
Alright. Hold up. So we gotta bring up the fact that a lot more Twitter shit has been happening.
I will say last night was like, last night being the 17th of October, or November. Um, but I don't know the whole story, but I saw a thread from one of the workers, and it was something along the lines of the people that work for Twitter had the option to stay and work long hours, or they could quit and they would receive 3 months compensation. Um, and so a lot of people were choosing the 3 months compensation and dipping. And so what Elon did was he locked Twitter HQ for the weekend until Monday, preventing people from coming back after receiving the compensation. And so now I don't know if all this is true. This is from what I recall on a thread. Um, but yeah, that's why a lot of people were thinking because it was trending last night. It was RIP Twitter, and then there was another one that was, but it was started by the staff because of all the staff that was quitting. They were
Yeah.
thinking that it would go under because there would be nobody to maintain the
There's so
servers
many
or
fucking people quitting.
yeah.
But apparently, I
So
heard people, I don't know if it's true or not, don't even quote me, please, but apparently they're bringing Vine back. I don't know if that's true.
I did see something about that. I don't know if that was a meme or if that was, but Vine was goaded. I think it was too early for his time though.
Agreed. But a lot of people, like, actually
Became
something, yeah. They either
from
went
it.
off to YouTubers or I know one Rudy Mancuso, I think his name is. I'm sorry if I butchered it. He's like, he does like tours and shit and plays like live instruments. Cause he did those ones to where it was like he would play something and then he would play something else while his first person was still playing this same audio clip or whatever it was. So he'll play the piano in this one, then he'll start playing the drums over here, and then he'll start doing some other stuff. But from what I found him was he did like jokes and shit. Like
Ooh.
he said, I think, or he did word of the day or dictionary of the day or some shit, and it was like some like stuff he would say in his Hispanic accent. And it was like just a funny little thing. And he would do like different like mini skits and shit. And I thought he was fucking hilarious at the time, bro. And now he's some fucking basically an artist just going around playing musical shit. And I think he did incorporate a little bit into his funds originally, but he was more like just a comedian at first. But I remember, bro, one Vine that it was someone from our school, our high school that posted. It went viral on Vine, and it was Smurf I don't know if you remember him, but he was a senior while we were in like, I think we were freshmen.
Oh yeah.
And he got slammed on, like straight
Yeah,
dunked on, bro.
I remember
He
that
got
shit.
fucking, bro, posted the fuck up on.
I
And
remember that shit.
like, bro, it was bad. And it was like the shortest clip. So it was just basically one dribble. The guy goes up for the dunk, slams on him, and then it restarts. So it was like every single time I saw that shit, I was like, oh my god, bro, that shit was crazy. Because obviously I
That's
grew up playing
crazy.
basketball, so that shit was like next fucking level to me. But anyways, that's besides the point. Vine was way before its time. I think
Yeah.
it is, if any new app comes out that is similar to TikTok, it is the only thing that can compete, depending on how they bring it back. Because if you think about it, there's no real competition for TikTok in terms of that same. Because, like, social media, you got, like, Instagram, Twitter, and, I mean, I guess you can consider Snapchat because stories and shit. But, like, to me, they're basically relatively the same. The only difference is Instagram, you have to post a picture or video. But you can also post a picture or video on Twitter. And you can write something on Twitter. So Twitter is technically the most versatile, I guess you could say. Cause didn't they add stories at one point? And aren't they still in there? Or is it still in there?
No, I
I
don't.
think they took it out,
But
didn't they?
yeah,
Yeah.
but they also have voice memos. So you
Also,
can do a voice tweet.
oh yeah, and there's like live ones that you could do, which is pretty cool at the same time. Because I've seen
I
like,
think you have to have like a certain amount of followers or something
oh,
for
it might be like one
that
of
to
those,
say.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because you know how you can
Um,
like boost accounts now or some shit? It's like that little subscribe button
oh
for like
yeah,
the famous.
I did notice that. I was
Yeah,
like,
it's
what
like
the
pink or
fuck?
some shit.
Yeah.
But also they made a mistake when they removed a favorite instead of the like or the heart. It was the star, remember?
Yeah.
I wanted the star back personally. And I hate this fucking trend that's going around. It's like Twitter's got the new like emoticon. So people can like it and then unlike it because there's no actual emoticon when you like
Oh,
it. You know what I'm talking about? The little fucking. Because they just want
yeah.
fucking interaction on their Twitter. And I'm like, bro, fuck off. I'm trying to see the actual cool ass animation. What the fuck? There's a few, but it's only when, like, it's from Twitter type shit.
I made this dinner the other night, dude. I found that recipe online. God, I sound like a mom. Honey, I found this recipe online. You want to try it tonight? No, but it was this chicken recipe. It was very simple, honestly, but um, you take mayonnaise and then a packet of like the Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning, and you put it into a Ziploc bag. Take your boneless chicken, throw that bitch in there, rub it around, mix it all up, and you throw that bitch in the fucking fridge, and you let it sit and marinate while you prep your vegetables. Personally, I boiled 6 potatoes and 4 carrots, but it was like big carrots, like the fully grown ones pulled out the fucking ground type shit. And boiled them bitches for a little bit, and then I seasoned them with some salt, pepper, do some parsley on it. Threw it in the oven with the chicken. 30 minutes later, boom, shit was good. I actually have another piece I could eat tonight for dinner.
I got this
Actually,
idea from the Flycast from the two Optic boys. It's Hitch and Maniac. Shout out to them. That's the first place I saw it. If other people were or have done it before, shout out to y'all. But that's where I personally found it. So I am gonna give them a shout out. So something album relevant to you that has either meant something to you in the past or now that you think I have never listened to. It doesn't, bro. I'm open to anything. So like, if you got some sad ass shit, if you got some like rock ass shit, if you got some fucking non-English shit, if you got like anything, any genre, I'd be listening to like solo piano jazz type shit. So like, whatever you want, bro. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, see.
Give me a good like different one.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna when I'm at work, I'll put on my Spotify playlist, but I won't put on ones that I made. I'll put on ones that Spotify recommends for me, or I'll search up like a feeling that I had that day. So I'll
Mm-hmm.
get like mellow playlist or upbeat playlist or rainy playlist. Um, and this one has come up on a couple of my different Spotify daily playlists that pop up, and it's called Theatricality, and it's by Momo71. And it's very soothing to the ears.
The aftercality?
Theatricality.
Oh, theatricality.
Theatricality. What does that mean? No clue, actually. Ooh.
It's by who?
Memo71
Isn't that a single? Or is it the album?
was a single.
Okay, cool. That's cool. Something super weird, super different, but it's it's an it's different. It's not for everyone. It's really it could be seen as some sort of, I don't know. I think you'll be cool with it. It's K-pop. I barely listen to K-pop, so I'm not like into it like that. But this is a song that I've found before, and it's meant something to me before. It's called Between by an artist named Siki, I think you pronounce it. Ciki.
Spell it?
Ciki. Between by Ciki.
I like that as an ending, a song of the week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like a nice little, I guess, ending, closure. Thank you guys for watching Bad News. That's been all we've really had to talk about today. Sorry it's all over the place, but can't help that. Things just lead to other things, and we just continue rambling. I hope you enjoyed our rambling. If not, then alright. But thank you for watching nonetheless, or listening. If you're driving on your way to work, if you're folding your laundry, if you're taking a shit. I hope you had a good time. As my man here would say, peace, love, and positivity. And make sure to do something nice today. Not 2 things, not 3 things. I mean, you can make it however many you want, but at least one. Hold the door open.
Give someone a compliment. Hey, you have beautiful eyes.
Yeah, just do anything, bro. Anything nice. Who knows what that other person is going through? And you know what they say, what goes around comes around. Because you could be going through something right now too. Just like that other person. So, yeah, that's really been all. I'll let you close out, Mace. And
like you said, we do appreciate. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. Go ahead. You're killing it.
Nah, yeah. Like you said, just thanks for sticking around and watching we do this because we love talking about random things, and that's why we don't have a set topic about what our podcast is about, is because we don't want to set boundaries when the amount of things that we can talk about is literally endless.
I
We can be
couldn't have said
talk
it better.
exactly. We're talking about Twitter at 1 minute, then we're talking about the world hunger crisis or global warming or how we've reached 8 billion people on Earth 2 days ago. That shit is
Bro,
mind
and
blowing.
also, like, if you guys have input, I feel like a great place to add that input would be the comments below.
I agree 100%.
I mean, I feel like it's great because, first of all, we're growing right now too. I feel like if we ever get to a point to where we can't read the comments, then we'll have someone read the comments for us and tell us the nicest and sweetest ones. Because I don't want to read the negative ones because I'm an
Yeah.
overtaker. But some of them are probably funny to read. Anyways, the point is, if you guys want to include yourself in the conversation, whenever we move to live, it'll be much easier because then you guys can like react and talk as we go, and we'll kind of pay attention to it too, because it's cool to interact with everyone who actually sticks around. It's very few as of right now, but trust me, bad news. Trust me, bro. We're gonna trademark it soon. No, I'm fucking with you. Let me stop. Anyways,
You
I'm
just say that's
cutting all
bad
that shit.
news? Oh, no, fuck you. That's a fine.
That's a fine, bro. You just put that shit. You
Nah.
just use my patch that you got from me to put on your jacket. All right, yeah, that's a milli for me. I'm suing your ass.
Nah, in all seriousness, guys, if you guys do stick around and you guys, watch our stuff, we really do appreciate it because we don't expect anything in return. We just do this because we enjoy talking, as I said previously, and we just want to share with everybody
It's
else what
fun,
we're talking about. Yeah.
and that's all there really
Um,
needs to be. And
exactly.
along with my point from earlier, like about putting in the comments, if you guys have any interesting comments too, like sometimes we don't struggle, but it's like sometimes there's not all that much we have to talk about that week. Like it's just either nothing's going on or we just have been working
We
all the
both have,
time.
yeah, we're both busy too, so it's like we can't stay on
Yeah,
our
so if you
phone all
guys,
day keeping up with shit that's happening. So if you guys have shit that we missed from
yeah, feel
last
free.
week, 2 years ago, old shit that's happened,
Feel free.
I'm down to talk about
And
whatever.
bro, you guys, bro, a great thing would be too if you guys started doing your freaking album of the week or the song of the week for you guys, cause
Yeah,
then
you guys leave us. That's
like
even more music. I listen to music all fucking day. From the
that's
moment I wake up, I take my shower, I turn on my Google Home, I play music while I shower. I get ready. I turn it off the second I walk out the door. I walk into my car, play music, get to work, play music while I'm at
at
work.
work, yo, it's
And then when I get into the car to go back home, music. When I get home, I'm at my
even
computer
on my
playing
lunch,
games
bro.
or coding or reading. I'm always listening to music. We're both providing each other with new sources of
Shit to
music
listen
that we've
to.
not already heard of.
Yeah, cause bro, there's only so many songs. Anyways, bro, we need to fucking wrap this shit the fuck up. We've been fucking doing this outro for 30 minutes.
That
God
outro is gonna be
damn.
longer than the fucking podcast. Nah, but for real, all right, bro.
You're
Thank
so
you.
good. Thank you for
Peace, love,
watching. Peace,
positivity.
love, positivity.
Have a good week.
Love y'all. Deuces.